Hey, so if you are a woman in perimenopause or menopause and you have been attempting to work out, maybe you've been strength training and you made some progress, and then at some point, for whatever reason, you've fallen out of your practice, maybe you got injured, maybe life happened and you haven't been showing up at the gym, please listen to me for a second. And I'm probably going to tell you something that's a little harsh, but here we go, because I just told the same thing to myself before I showed up at the gym this morning. And that's so what? Okay? Because I personally have had a setback with injury. I've been consistently showing up at the gym for almost 3 years now, and I've gotten pretty strong. And I was reaching a point where I was, I had plateaued a little bit, and then I kind of got over this hump and I was so excited. And then I tweaked my neck. And not just tweaked my neck, but I've had a compressed nerve that has been shooting down my arm, and it's been disrupting my sleep, and I haven't been sleeping. And now I'm on medication that kind of makes me drowsy at night. And so in the morning, I'm a little groggy. And so I haven't been showing up to the gym as much in the last few weeks. And, if you're just seeing me for the first time, my name is Tiffany Brown, and I'm a certified health and life coach. I've been helping women the last 3 years with ancestrally aligned nutrition, movement, lifestyle to help women work through the time of perimenopause and menopause, balance hormones, boost metabolism, balance or regulate the nervous system, all that good stuff. And I am doing this myself personally, alongside my clients. And so I'm passing whatever wisdom and things that I've learned along the way to them and to you right now. And so I say, so what? Right? I'm here to remind you that not showing up, if you're getting bummed out, I'm going to have to start all over. And that's what I like to call critter brain's way of getting you to stay comfortable, and going into that default mode of like your old past self. And that can happen periodically, right? So we need to observe that with curiosity. And we can take a moment to be bummed and to say, oh, great, I'm going to show up like right now I can still do lower body, right? I'm making the best of it. My upper body, I've had to cut my weight in half of what I'm lifting as this heals. And it sucks. And I let myself have a time of being bummed out. And then it's like, so what? If I continue to not show up, I'm only going to get weaker. I'm going to lose muscle. I'm going to continue to have setbacks in the progress that I made. So today I showed up the best I could, and I lifted half the weight I usually do in my upper body, but I'm sending those messages, right? And I've now lowered my weight with my legs because I'm a little set back because I wasn't showing up as well as I could have. I was also on vacation, so that's a thing. And I still tried to show up on my vacation at the gym there. So it's just a side note, whatever. But it's not doing you any good to not show up. All right. So my suggestion to you would be like, what's the game plan? Right? And to give yourself permission to show up, not performing. It's not all about performance. This is a mental game. It is about habit and behavioral change. So if anything, practice the habit of showing up again. And if it's easy, if you're there for 10 minutes, if it's whatever, you're lifting half the weight you usually do, you are working the muscle of creating a habit of showing up. So show up for yourself today. Go for a walk if that's all you've got in you. You've got to also be on your team, right? You're meeting yourself where you're at. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. Are you finding yourself being like, oh, well, you haven't been showing up, and then you're just going to go and you're not going to be able to do what you usually did because you suck, right? No, we have to be on our team. So it's like, girl, you're hurting. Your sleep's kind of shitty. You've been busy. You're trying to do all the things. Right? We're always doing our best. I'm a big believer. I think there was a Brene Brown talk that I heard once where she was like, one of the biggest aha moments, and maybe this isn't her biggest because I'm sure she's had plenty, but to really, in a positive shift, is to truly believe that both yourself and the people around you are always doing their best, right? It doesn't mean that people and yourself and other people couldn't be doing better, but we have to believe that we're always really doing our best, right? And you're showing up as you can under your circumstances, right? So be on your team, love yourself through it, even if it's just, I'm going to walk through the door of the gym, because you're not doing yourself any favors by not showing up at all, right? So, I've been on my own journey through this time of working with clients. Nutrition's a huge piece of the puzzle, but movement is huge. Getting outside, right? In this time that I've been injured, I realize, I've just been trying to make it through the day, honestly, some days, and days are getting better. But, life has also happened, and my daughter hasn't been at camp. Tuesday, she starts school, which is hallelujah. We can all leave a comment if you are with me as a parent, where it's just summer is wonderful in so many ways, but the routine is just bonkers and not consistent. And I'm excited, and I know my daughter's excited to just get back into school, do the thing. And so, things have been out of sorts. But I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore as I got into that. But, I haven't been getting outside as much because it's just been a lot going on. So getting outside, getting sunshine, going for walks, having some time to slow down, so however you can do that today, create time for yourself. And as far as movement is concerned, move your body if you haven't been. And if you're set back, so what? You're not doing yourself any favors by not moving at all. So get out there and lift half the weight that you used to be able to lift. Break a sweat, sooner than you used to, or, whatever it is. I don't know. It's getting hot. Speaking of breaking a sweat, I'm in this car and it's not running, and it's 95 degrees outside already today in Austin, Texas. Woo! Anyway, I hope this encouraged you. If you are coming across me for the first time, feel free to check out my channel, subscribe. Please like this video so it can get to more people. It really helps. Leave a comment. Let me know if this resonated. And if it did, how are you getting out to move your body today? Because you can show up the best you can, meet yourself where you're at. All right. I hope this helped, and we'll talk soon.